Finally did. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, hey, Michelle. Yes, I totally know. Had a hard time. Let me welcome in, everybody. I'm excited to show you all my goodness. Let me just go to YouTube and change uh, the settings so that I can make sure that folks who are not supposed to be, uh, commenting and stuff, they don't comment. But welcome in, welcome in. We are ready, almost ready to go. Let me just, yeah. So I try setting up the to go live about 4 minutes beforehand. It all looked good, so then I decided, hey, you know what? Lupe is super hungry because she forgot to have breakfast, and so it's like, I have I know. So I have some. Where would I put it? Okay, Lupe. This is what Lupe had for breakfast. It's better goods sliced. Sorry, peaches, preserves. It's quite yummy. Yes, I don't know if you've had those before, but they are fantastic. But anyways, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Lupe. Oh, hey, Linda, welcome in. Besitos, amiga. Thank you for being here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes. Okay, so anyway, so I thought it was good. And then when I went back, I think, somehow the phones got stuck and all the things. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try not to go, you know, you know, pretend that I'm going live earlier because yeah, it gets stuck. But welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so today, please note that in the auction area, yes, although you can lick the mice, yeah, no, this you can actually eat it and will be good. Yeah, I love peaches, period, but then I love preserved peaches. Um, and that brand happens to be not super sweet, so I'm loving it. And anyway, so today I have in the auction area my first theme park circus edition resin clown art piece that I made. Um, and anyways, but so this one is going to be available on Sunday, so you can pre-bid on it now. It's super fabulous. So if you want to take a look, I also on the bike now have a lot of my art as well. So do take a look. Just as an open studio kind of situation. So those are the art pieces that I either been worked on, or all that good stuff. So, anyways, so Vicky Wallace has been fantastic. She's been she's asked about my flowers, and so it's brought my passion back for the flowers. She commented that perhaps I should make smaller flowers, and so I don't need my keyboard. And so I told her I would try because I like the big flowers. Those are my faves, and that's what I have designs for and stuff. But so, in thinking of her, I did a couple of smaller dry air dry clay flowers, and so I put the wire in it, and it's holding. So we may make some of those as well. So these would be more medium-ish flowers. But then I also cut out some smaller petals for maybe a dahlia. But I'm waiting for some supplies for that because all my supplies are for bigger flowers. So yes, and also I believe that the side challenge. I think Amanda's in here. I think it's circus animals or circles. I think it's circus animals. So, anyways, so yesterday when I was making the flowers, so I can show you what we would be working on. I just broke its ear. I also made a little elephant I mean, it's very rudimentary because I didn't have an image of an elephant in front of me, and I kind of just worked on it. And right now, I just sliced his ear off. So I may see if I can try to take it off, and then we can put another ear in there, or whatever. It's all good. Oh, I just cut off the tail. Luckily, it doesn't have the ivory. What is it? Trunks. So no problem with me trying to take that off. Anyway, so yes, this is very delicate. So let's just move. He now has no tail, and one of his ears cut off, and he has no husk though. The ivory things. Yeah. Anyways, so we might make an elephant as well. Can walk away? Yes. uh, yeah. And he has bulging eyes. I'm having some issues with my eyesight. So, anyways, yeah, and I was like, I couldn't figure out where they went. Anyway, so yes, that's what we're gonna do. And also, in addition, I'm also trying to get ready for the Meteor Maker Tiny Scale Edition. I know, poor elephant, but step away from the elephant. Yes, but I'm gonna try to fix him, so no worries. So I also bought tiny canvases for the Meteor Maker, the tiny scale edition. So we can also work on that. I have some of my paints. Let me show you. Uh, oops, it's all like falling, but I I have like the I have a ton of these little containers that I have pre-mixed paint in there because I used a lot of it when I was working on big scale paintings, and since now I'm more concentrated on a smaller paint. Well, I've never done this size, so this will be my first time. But yeah, so I'm also trying to use it up so that it's not. Oh my gosh, it doesn't dry up. Some of it has dried up. I have a broken brush that I'm going to use to stir it, and it's going to be good. So I'm thinking that the most urgent thing is to make elephant whole again. I What do you guys think? I think that's a good idea. And I forgot to bring more another plate. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just have to make do with what I got. So uh, we're gonna move the flowers. We're gonna gently set them aside and don't break them. Where do I put it so there's color contrast and I'm not gonna squish it. Okay, right there. That seems pretty good. Okay. And then we move this one as well. And like I said, I think this are going to turn out pretty good. This is just like a tester thing. So, anyways, well, welcome in, everybody. So, we broke off the tail and the ear. And so, let me see if I don't know if you've ever worked with air dry clay before. And if you have, let me know. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Yes, hopefully. What I'm gonna try to do now that I see that the elephant is so gentle, so, I mean, so yeah, delicate, more like delicate. What I'll try to do is uh, add something to stiffen it up and make it more sturdy. So I'm gonna move down like air dry clay. So let's work um, on just at least the ear because I feel like that's partly hurting. So we're just about to perform surgery on elephant. We should name the elephant. Let's see, elephant. Um, What's a good elephant name? Like, uh, mm, Bart? No. Maybe with an E? Ernie? Ernie the elephant. All right. So Ernie the elephant is going to have surgery. Ellie the elephant. Yes. Ellie. So it's a girl. Oh, it even hurts more if it's a girl. Okay. So we're just going to make it floppy. You know how, like, elephants have ears that are kind of floppy and stuff. We should name everything George. Uh, this is yeah, but it's covering too much. So I made the ear too big, but since it's a prosthetic, I feel like that would be fine. And let me just make some changes to it. I feel like that's probably pretty good. Okay, so I was attaching it from the ear, from the eye, which is probably not a good idea. Probably wants to be able to see. So the ears are going to be a little. One's going to be bigger than the other. That's fine, and we're going to just bend it out so that it just kind of hides a little bit that the ears one ear is bigger than the other. That's pretty good, I think. Now let me be sure, and we'll see if it attaches. If it does, so that's actually good experimenting because then I know that for other projects I can fix them if they break. All right, so look, ta-da! It has a new ear. Performed surgery quickly, and the ear is back. So it looks pretty good, no? And now let's just make a tail. So I am working on an elephant. Um, I am working on an elephant piece for theme park and a zebra. Well, and then this little fella. I'm gonna airbrush it. Is it airbrush? Yeah. And to see how it goes. Spraying the clay. I don't remember if I've sprayed clay before, but pretty much if I spray it on, if I spray on paint on anything with the spray gun, uh, it usually the paint usually sticks, even on plastic. So oh, I just pressed the ear. Luckily, it didn't come off. So now we're just pressing down the tail and see if I'm hoping that this is gonna take. Luckily, the tail left like a little stubby, and so that's what I'm trying to attach it to. So then you know how elephants kind of have their toe kind of moving up, and then and it has like kind of like a fluffiness in the bottom. I feel this is pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can show it. We performed surgery on the tiny elephant, and I think it will survive. Anyway, so that is the example. uh, we'll try to make another tiny elephant. Um, where do I set him so that it will not die? Yeah, I need another. Let's see. I'm just gonna set it over here. Hopefully, I don't forget and just smack it. But at least now we know that we can always perform surgery on the elephant. So, setting it aside to start with the flowers. All right. So, again, these are the examples of the flowers. Would love to make it like maybe two or three more to like do like a little bouquet of flowers, and then also want to make little tiny, this is like a little vase. I want to make some more because I want to have options in case Lupe breaks something else. But the idea would be, well, maybe make some that are a little bit bigger, because this is more the size for the little tiny. I'm gonna make like the dahlias. I wanted them to be maybe like three-fourths of this size. Um, yeah, so hopefully that works. Anyway, so this is the example of the flower. So this is kind of more like a poppy. I would say more like a California golden poppy. I love those. Those are my favorites. Well, actually, I have many favorites flowers, as you can imagine. I love all the flowers, but in the wildflowers, those are my favorites. All right, so these are examples of little tiny vases that I worked. Well, these are the examples I made yesterday, just and then I have some more, and I've been sort of finishing them with resin. I'm on to resin right now because I don't know if you all were there or even remember, but I was quite afraid of the resin, and now I use it to repair stuff, but then also to make art. So the piece of art that's in the auction area is a resin piece. So please check that out. I'm excited to bring it to market on Sunday. Is it Sunday or is it Saturday? I think it's Sunday. It's theme park. I believe my show is at 5 p.m. It is Sunday. Oh, thank you, thank you. I believe my show is at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m. my time or 2 p.m. Pacific time. And I shall be bringing you elephants, zebras, what else? Horses. Well, not horses, like horse. What else? I'm trying to remember what else I was working on. Oh, and if I can, I'm also gonna do tiny flowers because, as you will note in the auction area, the piece that I have there, the clowns like to hold the flowers. The ladies who are uh, doing tricks on horses sometimes hold the flowers. Lots of people in the circus like to hold flowers, so it totally fits. So, anyways, all right. So I just started playing and made a pedal. I was just not even thinking about it, but I'm really supposed to start with the center of the flower. And I don't know. Sometimes I like how you can just not think about doing the art and just do it. Oh, and I'm also working on the bracelets and such. Lots of projects to keep me busy, and I like that. Also, my brother told me that he's also sent me photographs of as he's finished different pieces. So I shall be bringing more of his pieces to market. Yeah, he's a fantastic artist. I'm not sure if they'll get here in time for Meet Your Maker, but maybe for another show in September. Wait, we're still in August. Yeah, I think it's still in August, sometime in August. All right. So, where's the example one? So it wasn't this big, but let's Okay, so I also added a wire because trying to maneuver the wire after the fact, I imagine it's going to be hard. Welcome in, Jay Smith. Appreciate you being here. And anyways, okay, so as you may or may not recall, these are the wires that I pre-cut for when I do bracelets. So I'm using those up, and so I just folded it in half. I keep missing the camera, and then fold it in half again, and then we're going to first put a tiny ball and then do this to it. Okay, and then now I'm going to just twist and just kind of gently hold the clay ball. So the idea behind that is I'm trying to see if there's a way to hey, Ladybug Miner, welcome in. And Lori's Thrifts, welcome in. Alyssa, thank you for being here. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Um, yeah, so by twisting, hopefully that will help me make this a bit stiffer. By adding so much wire, I'm hoping that it will actually hold the flower up, but I probably will need to work on bigger. Or you know what? Yeah, or I may just use like a tiny vase that I already like. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. Yes, do take a look at my buy now. I want to say most of that is stuff that I've made, or my brother and I have made, or my brother and or my nephew and I have made. It's all the things, and yeah. So I try to limit to more art in the art hangouts because I like to just bring it all. All right. So now that I twisted the little ball, what I'm going to try to do is just flatten it out a little bit, and then twist up because as once I lay it to dry, it needs to be a little flat. So we really are just sort of, I never played with Play-Doh as a kid, other than probably like if they had it as an assignment in class or something. No, we didn't have Play-Doh, so I didn't do Play-Doh stuff. But um, I'm thinking this is probably good. All right, so this is probably gonna work. I I'm experimenting with like bending it and stuff, and that seems to hold this shape. All right, so I made this first the first petal, and the contrast, there's no contrast, so let me grab something else that has contrast. Okay, so this was a painting that I was going to work on like maybe 3 years ago. Oh, yet again the white. Okay, no, now it's distracting, right? Okay, let me see if I can find something else that I can put that is not super distracting. Let me see. Seriously, I don't have anything that's like a darker color around me. Everything's white. But let's try this. How about that? Yeah, I think that's better, no? Well, it's better for me, so that's all that matters, right? No, no. Thank you for letting me know that it works for you guys as well. It might be a little too far down. Um, okay, let's. I have a refunded piece here that I can use to lift up. I appreciate you. It works for you. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Let me see if I can bring it up just a tiny bit. Okay. I have a package that the person changed their mind. And I still have it in there. There you go. All right. So let's see if I now can. So basically, I am breaking off little pieces of the clay. Let me bring up the clay as well because I might lose myself, lose where it's at because it's white as well. Okay. All right. So making a little ball. Okay. And now we're gonna flatten it. That's just to make it a little circular. If today's side challenge happens to be circles, then it fits. It's too much. We're gonna cut off some of it, put it away. Sorry, that's a bit abrupt, but so I'm gonna try to do one-handed because my my other arm fell asleep. You know, I mentioned before, like my I had a fractured neck, and so when I tried to hold a position too much, sometimes it falls asleep, but it woke up. So, all right. So this is a pedal. Let's try to do. So this is going to be a little different because the first pedal I made, I wasn't even thinking about it. I just started doing it, but I think it's going to be okay. So hey, sunshiny day, welcome in, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. And Mimi's trunk and Barbara, welcome in. Um, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, so we're trying to make. I think I was challenged by Miss Vicky Wallace to making smaller flowers as, and so this is the example of the one that I made yesterday, just in case. Oh, on vacation, what? Are you having the margaritas by the beach? Where did you go to I'm sure you told us before, but my memory sucks. So, but I'm loving it. Love it, love it, love it. So look at the difference between that's a dahlia and then this is not the smallest. I'm actually going to be working on a flower that's going to be three-fourths of this size. And look at this one. Oh, what? Yes. Of course, like I had no plans of making the smaller flowers, but Vicky's like, "Have you thought of?" And I said, "Well, I hadn't thought about it, but why not? Let's try it. Family reunion. Oh, I love it. Where about? I've always wanted to have like a big family reunion myself. Um, I keep I keep moving my clay, air dry clay, and I'm not sure why. I'm used to moving it, like getting a piece and moving it out, and but then I can't find it. So, anyways, all right. So what? It's already 4:30, and I'm just about what Lake what Lake Michigan. So my former boss, who was probably my favorite boss in the world, lives in Highland. I think it's Highland Park, Michigan, which is up there in Michigan. So all right, yeah, Michigan sounds like a lovely place, super fun. Someday I shall visit. All right. Oh, and talking about visiting places. The dates just came out. So the next time we're going to be going to Atlanta for the emerging research ER network conference. It's going to be March, the the last weekend in March. So we'll be in Atlanta then. So send me ideas on what to do. Well, in Atlanta, last time it was super fun. We happened to be there on the first annual 404 parade, which happened to go, in front of the hotel. So even though we're supposed to be going to like, uh, conference and stuff, I stayed out there for a good 40 minutes watching. And they give out all kinds of goodies. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of the goodies that I got that day, I handed to, there were a couple, no, more like 4 or 5 young ladies who were also part of their conference. And so I give it to them because, they're younger. They can, carry more weight when they, with their luggage and stuff. Yeah, I rather just have the smallest amount of weight as I'm moving, through the airport with my luggage. Who am I kidding? I usually check my bag, but I didn't before. Now I do. Is like, here's my bag, take it. But when I have to take my laptop, it's heavy, and that I don't put in the check bag. That I have to take with me. So yeah. Hey Gemini, welcome in. Gemini Vintage, welcome in. Yeah. Before I used to, wherever I went, I always brought a lot of souvenirs. And they always, like, it was always a thing. Like, it was too heavy. The bag was too heavy. And so then I had to like move stuff from one bag to the other. Yeah, it's always been an issue. Now I don't bring as many souvenirs anymore because, in reality, it's just me and my mom. I mean, I have my brothers, sisters, and nephews and all that, but it's mostly just me and my mom out here in the desert. So usually she's with me. So she, if she wants something, I usually get it for her right there and then. And then she carries it in her bag. So I don't have to carry it back. All right. So we're making petals. This is the last petal we're making for um, a California golden poppy wildflower. Okay, so now that I have the petals, I'm going to twist some of them so that they look more normal. Hey, Yoli, Gonzo, welcome in, Indy Fab, welcome in. All right, so now we're going to make the little round things. Yes, yeah, dancing in the, not just blowing, dancing in the wind. Yeah, I always imagine them like dancing and talking to each other. So we're gonna make little balls. Yes, yeah, swing in the wind. So my little balls are not the same size, and the seeds on a poppy flower are usually not like super uniform. So, hey Keiko, I saw your name earlier, and I think it's fabulous. I had a friend named Keiko in college. She was super fun. She liked to go wilding. She would say, like, what the heck is that? She's like, she used to like to go to the clubs a lot. Yeah, and Lupe and her other friends also like to go to the clubs a lot. We were across the bay from San Francisco, so you best believe we had a good time. We also learned a lot, but we had a really good time. There are lots of clubs in San Francisco, lots and lots and lots of clubs. Oh, I forgot to press down before. Hopefully, hopefully, magically they attach to each other. All right, so let's see. Hold on, let's see. Making more of the poppy seeds, and let me take a look. Oh, it's 4:37, so we have roughly about 13 minutes um, to raid, and so I think Melissa said that she's working on small pottery today. Oh, or a buggy. You're working on a buggy? I think she said, yeah, okay. Pottery or buggy? Because I know you were like small pottery. Okay, yeah, I thought that's what you said. But then I also remember you were working on taking apart a mantle clock for your buggy. So, all right. I can't see, there's no color contrast. I don't know if I think, well, let me make a couple more balls. Cool. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. So we kind of have the same idea, I think. I mean, with the little pottery, I have a couple that are drying. This one's they seem pretty dry. I'm still gonna let them. You know how we live in the desert, so even if I just take them out to just outside for a little bit, they tend to dry really fast. So, all right. So there's another little ball. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't see. Yeah, it's too small. I have no idea if I have enough. Let me touch. Am I? Yeah, but by touching it, you're like I mess up the shape. But I'm feeling like maybe that's enough little balls. All right, we're just gonna say that that's done. Let me find. Seriously, what? Okay. I'm gonna use this penguin because it has a pokey thing, and I can't find my pokey thing, so it's just gonna make little on some of them. So doing this gives it a little center, but then also pushes it down. So make sure that like there. Yeah, yeah. The little penguin is loving it because it's part of the show now. It's Pete, Pete the penguin. Let me see if no, this is lopsided, so it won't stand up. And it's glass, so I don't want to like knock it down and break it. But yeah, thank you, Pete, for helping out. And then, like I said, we're gonna try to put this on a paper plate that I had. What the heck did it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we're gonna put the example there. Usually, when I make these, I use another. of those papers. I mean, those papers, those plates, and so they don't stick to the bottom thing. This one got stuck to the bottom thing, but there you go. Let me see. Oh, that's a little bit. Oh, where am I going? Right here. Okay. So I'm gonna just adjust the petals a little bit because I saw that they're not. They look a bit flat. So we're going to adjust a little bit just to make it look more dynamic. Give it some more movement, have them swaying a little more when they're dancing. Okay, there you go. There's the one flower. Now let me show you how I cheat at making the little pots. I know Melissa, uses the little tiny wheel and stuff. Yes, yes, Barbara. He's and he's laying down. Pete is laying down, so he's having a good time just watching it all. All right. So the way I cheat at this, Melissa's going to show you the proper way of doing it. How I do it is I just make a little ball, like if I were making a tortilla. I do know how to make handmade, homemade tortillas that are delicious. Of course, I don't do it much because I depend on mom to do it because hers are better. But anyway, so I make a little ball, right? So that just squishes it together, right? And then by going like this, I can make this kind of vase, the one that has the little, that it's this shape. But also, when it's kind of like that, you can just kind of go like this as well. Anyways, let me make a round ball. Okay. So there you go. So I have a ball, right? And then to make the little spout, I I put more pressure on this side and just kind of go back and forth. Yeah, this is, hey Barb, welcome in. Heidi, welcome in. Heidi with an E. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm cheating at making little pots. This is how I make them. Instead of using the little wheel. I know Melissa said that the little tiny pottery wheel can be used for air dry clay, but you know, I don't want to get another passion or another art type or hobby. Just yesterday, well, maybe it was early in the morning today. It's like might have been like midnight or something. I was texting with my brother. We were buying art supplies. I know it's so hard not to pick up, but so anyway, so we were buying art supply, and then my brother goes, "Don't forget about the scoreboard." And of course, lately I've been thinking, Packers and football and all that stuff. And I'm like, "What scoreboard?" And then he's like, the one that she used to make the tiny frame. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, yes. So I ordered a scoring board that Heidi had in her show last time. My brother was just as mesmerized by it as I was. So I ordered one, and um, thank you, Michelle. Yes, thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Up next is Melissa with New Life Pottery. She's going to be showing you the proper way to make tiny pottery. And anyway, but I'm showing you how I cheat at making the tiny little vases and pottery and stuff, right? So this is a good shape. I like this. I tend to like organic shapes, but then also geometric ones too. But whatever comes out is good. Okay. So then I press it down a little bit just to make sure that it can sit. right? And then I make the hole. We're just, whatever works for people, right? Anyways, usually I use a toothpick, but I don't know where I put my toothpicks. Anyways, yeah, Lupe has vision issues. Anyway, so then what I do is use a toothpick and just kind of go around like this. And usually the toothpicks work better, but um, we just use whatever you have, and it usually works out. So, anyways, so just round and around, making the hole, and then take out stuff, and then it kind of works, kind of like a power drill, like one of the bits to make holes and stuff. It pushes out the stuff that's in there, and then you just clean it out, and it works. So yeah, so there you go. There's a little vase for the little tiny flowers. Quite cute. Yes, applause, everybody. Applause. Yay. Hey, Shaky. Shaky Plains, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. So we're right now making tiny little pottery in a not proper way. Thank you, Connie. Yes. Thank you for the applause. Applause. Let me uh let me stand up and bow. Not really. No, but thank you. Appreciate for you humoring me, Connie. Appreciate it. Anyways, all right. Let's try to do one that has this shape. Like I mentioned, to make that shape, I kind of go instead of going just like this, like a little, just in a circular motion there. I kind of go like this. See, that's the difference. Hey, procrastinator, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, thank you, Vicky. Appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, so yeah, I like to make all the things, and that's the bad thing. Oh, in addition to getting, I'm making little pots. Oops, I almost dropped it. And I squished it as I was trying to hold on to it. So that's like a little vase. So I'm trying to make little vases for tiny flowers that I'm gonna be making. Um, so I have the little petals here. I cut out the little petals, and I'm just waiting for some of the other supplies that I used to make the flowers to make tiny. I'm gonna try to make a tiny dahlia. Let me show you the. I don't know if you've seen my dahlias, but this is like a general size one, which I think there's six inch diameter, I believe. And yeah, because my sunflowers are 8 inches. So yes. Um, Anyways, all right. So yeah, so we're making little pots, little potteries, little vases for them, and then I'm gonna make the flowers to go with. And this could be super cute. I'm having a ball, just like experimenting and stuff, and then we'll see. And so this is how I make the pots, the little vases. So kind of going like lopsided to make that shape, and then I pinch it or I roll it. I'm gonna pinch this one. I pinch it like so to make the rim. Okay, and see how like it has all my little fingerprints and stuff. But sometimes what I like to do is I put my finger in water, and then that helps me just smooth it out. Smooth it out. But having my fingerprints or like it will just show that they're not like powder, like they're not massive production or whatever, mass production. They're all handmade. There you go. And then let me find, I have a needle here. Let me grab my needle. Oh, you know what? I also have my tweezers. Let me see if my tweezers do a better job. Oh, I have one of I buy Julian these types of brushes, the plastic ones, because he's more likely to leave the paintbrushes in water for longer. Because sometimes if I don't see where he put it, it'll be there for a long, long time. Anyway, so basically, I will use a toothpick to then make the little hole. Yeah, so these are not waterproof, obviously. Hey, Scottish Ann, welcome in. Yeah, yeah, I love them. They're so cute. Yeah. And so this one's have purpose. I am going to be making little tiny flower arrangements with my tiny dahlias. So I might make one or two per. But then also, in addition, I have another. Yeah, so I have another idea on how to use beads to make arrangements as well. So I have all the ideas, all the projects. I just need more time in the day. Okay, so once I make the little hole, then I kind of also try to press against the wall of the vase to just make a little bit bigger in the inside, and then it just pulls out material as I take it out. But the main thing is just for it to have a hole so that it can hold the tiny arrangement. So there's another one. Let me show you. Yeah, I love making these. The other day when my mom called me, we must have spent like 49 minutes on the phone, and I was like, uh, making little pots and stuff, and yeah, it was. Hey Nadine, welcome in. Hey, thank you for helping me out with that situation. I got my money. Yay! Love it, love it. And yeah, Lupe's not gonna ship big stuff anymore. Like, well, breakable big stuff, because the second time something broke, and yeah, I was quite sad about it. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, we're gonna make another little vase for another flower. I know, yeah. And I know if you would live closer by, I would go pick up some of the pieces so that I could use. You should, I don't know. I don't know if you work with glass, but that would be really fantastic if you could use it to create art. I would love that. You don't use it for. I'll send you a shipping label, dude. That would be fantastic. Yeah, because I can use it for when I do the fused glass. I haven't done fused glass forever, but I would love to do it. Oh, awesome! Yay! I'll send you a shipping label. All right, so we're making little vases for my tiny little flower arrangements. Hopefully, they will make an appearance at the Meet Your Maker on next Friday on the 22nd. I want to say that my time frame there is at 6 p.m. I don't remember, but I've already scheduled it. But yeah, so come on out for that. I think we have the same amount of time, right? 1 hour, or is it 30 minutes? I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm making small things for that. Oh, 1 hour. Oh, okay, fantastic. She hasn't really said what the max is. I'm hoping The max is like 3.5 inches because I also have the tiny frames that I just ordered to make the tiny paintings. Um, so anyway, so I make the ball, and then I just use roll it on one side, making sure it goes on all the sides to make the rim taller, or whatever. I can make a ton of these, of course, and it's good to have many because in case you paint one that and it doesn't come out exactly how you envisioned. Um, so instead of glazing these pieces, what I do is sometimes I just paint them with ceramic paint, and then I put glowy paint on top. And then sometimes what I do is I cover them with resin. Yes, and that is it's like glaze, but not. So it gives you the feel of like fully completed pottery in just a bit of the time, just like maybe 1/8 of the time, maybe less than that. Okay, so sometimes Lupe goes through. So let me just, and it's okay because it doesn't have to be waterproof. So I just pressed it and pushed it back. It hadn't broken through, but I felt it. Anyways, so then this one is also done. Look at how fast you can make all kinds. Thank you, Nadine. I appreciate it. Hadn't seen. Yes, so I'm using. I bought two types of air dry clay at Walmart, but this is the one that we're using right now. I bought a couple of buckets of this one for my nephews who came to visit from California. We didn't use it up, and so I've been trying to use it up since then. And I've done different projects and stuff, but I still have a ton of it. And I have another kind of clay. So that one comes in a bar. I haven't even opened that one because I'm still trying to use this one up. So, anyways, all right. We're almost ready to go see Melissa, who is fantastic. She is going to show us a proper way of doing this pottery with the little wheel and everything. So let's see if we can find her. Oh, fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. All right, okay. Lupe needs glasses. Okay. But they won't do anything for her. Ah, all right. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I'm going to just lift up a little bit if I can to see if I can find Miss Melissa. Shoot. I don't know what I've been doing, but my eyesight is worse than ever. Oh, I'm so messed up. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's probably underneath. Sometimes it's underneath. Oh, there it is. I was like way down there. New Life Pottery. Touch it. Yay. Sorry about that. Besitos. Oh, my goodness.